When many of us as adults speak about possibilities, dreams, and solving the problems of the world, there's always one word that usually ends up separating us from achieving those goals. Sometimes we utter this word ourselves, while other times it is spoken by people around us. I would guess that people in our community, such as Leo Ledahowski, Margaret Redmond, Lloyd Axworthy, Kevin Donnelly, Diane Gray, Mark Chipman, Ray Kivas, Hartley Richardson, and many, many others, and most of you here today, have never learned that word. And I would even guess that Babs Asper crossed it out of the dictionary she and Izzy gave their daughter Gail as she trundled off to Ms. Hallbrow's grade 1 class at Robert H. Smith School. I do my homework. The word is but. It usually goes something like this. That's a great idea, but the budget won't allow for it. Or I'd love to see an NHL hockey team back in Winnipeg, but the economics won't let that happen. You see, but is the precursor to why it can't occur. It introduces the hurdle to the conversation. It becomes the focus for why it can't happen, rather than allow us to keep our eye on the prize. Game changers do not know that word. Mark Chipman said, I want to bring NHL hockey back to Winnipeg, period. Izzy Asper said, let's build a museum that will create dialogue, debate, and opportunities to learn about the concept of human rights, period. No buts. Hence, the excitement building around Sunday's hockey game and Antoine Predoc's masterpiece rising above the forks as we speak. Another group of game changers who do not know the meaning of the word but are the Boss Guitar Works students at Ecole Selkirk Junior High. When they first came together, inspired by the $100,000 that Rush had donated to the museum with the idea of building 3 electric guitars under the guidance of Chris Hancock and Scott Sampson, the word but was never mentioned. When we talked about getting the guitars signed by famous performers, athletes, and public figures such as Rush, Randy Bachman, Fred Turner, Burton Cummings, John Montgomery, Prime Minister Harper, Bruce Willis, and former American President Bill Clinton, the word but still stayed on the shelf where it belonged. And that is why 17 kids, led by a couple of teachers and 1 deranged principal, were able to hand Friends of the Canadian Museum of Human Rights a check for $32,579 last June after a very successful Built by Sons, Signed by Stars gala and guitar auction. It's presented by Investor Group and 34 other partners.